Welcome to Mayhem, folks. Punch Drunk Paul here. It's been a while and it's time for some mayhem. And right now we're getting ready to open the show with a statement from our new owner. Sorry folks, I'm a little drunk. I've been on kind of a drinking binge lately. And waiting the arrival.
I had a baby named Jane, she could shake that thing.
There he comes. The man who pulled a knife at me. Got the bumpies.
Her booty was bigger than a Mercedes-Benz. Jen was a hurdy-gurdy, dirty little girly. I heard it from a birdie, she could cook the beef turkey with gravy. Baby, baby, baby. Baby was Jen's best friend. And maybe, if you were lucky, licky, licky, sucky, sucky. Licky,
New day, my friends.
Fuck me.
There it is. Exchange of executive powers contracts.
The Jane Fonda. Get your booty on the dance floor. Work it out. Shake it, little mama. Let me see you do the Jane Fonda. 5, 6, 7 now. If you don't know, let me show you how.
And now he's grabbing a ladder, pulling it in the center of the ring. Ladies and gentlemen, the new owner of the HWA.
Sorry everybody, I was too busy doing the Jane Fonda.
Nice. MC McAllister, I would know. Was he frisked before he came to the building? I know he's a little knife happy lately.
I don't.
My fellow Americans.
What? America.
America. Decrepit senior citizens don't like us.
Why not?
Mother Nature doesn't like us. And judging by the rain we got a few weeks ago, I think she ended up catching diarrhea and forgot to wear a girdle instead of a thong. Timothy Holland doesn't like dumb swerves. Which, by the way, aren't you the same guy who forced Jesus to go Randy Savage style gangster to make our ears bleed? Just for the record, there are only 3 kinds of people who can pull off dumb swerves. Drunk drivers,
What?
infertile sex addicts, or Vince Russo.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fuck Vince Russo.
And to be perfectly blunt, you
Talking to the fans here in the house.
don't like us.
Damn it, Ted.
Which is why I decided to do something about us.
What is it? What are you doing?
Good old contract, remember BYD?
What are you doing?
Now, let me be the loudest and the proudest to welcome everybody to my House of Hybrid. And to the first show of my Hybrid Wrestling Alliance.
The new
Now,
year under
everybody is
Skeeter
beginning
regime.
over what exactly I have planned for HWA in 2013. I'm not going to dig into every little detail of what I have in store. I'm just going to clear the air on some misconceptions, some rumors, and some goodies. First of all, there are some people who believe I should wear a suit and look like a sellout. Prostitutes are the only dimwits who sell out. Just for the record.
For all you tricks out there watching tonight.
Although I'm certainly not going to have a Reginald butt sleeve tailor-made with JCPenney sweater vests either. I also keep hearing these rumblings about PG. Psycho Joe yelled out PG at BYD. Women and children have morphed into parrots because our locker room shouts out indecencies like damn and ass and hell.
Fuck!
That is a dog.
Pussy!
Now, I don't know if it's male or female, but
Male.
if it were a female, the technical term is a bitch. Camera back over here. But we don't want our children being poisoned like that, do we? So, just to keep the women and children from squawking their beaks in anger, I will officially announce that every HWA show will be rated PG.
Oh, look at me.
Except for my theme song, Because I'm Awesome. I am reinstating the
Actually,
defense
Foes is
clauses
awesome, but that's another
on every
issue in
HWA
song.
championship. But I am adding an additional 15 days to the original clause. So now all title holders will have 45 days to defend their belts, or they will be stripped of their individual championships. The new 45-day period for all titles, with the exception of the Internet Championship, starts today. As far as the Internet Championship, it will be defended still at every free preview at Saturday Mayhem, including this afternoon's event. I would also like to make an amendment to the record books. Because of the incompetent officiating of a man who you will see, who is formerly known as Johnny Lyle, and the noted favoritism by Conseco Fieldhouse and Psycho Joe for Vajesus, I am hereby erasing the official decision of the Vajesus-Kyle Cash match from Saturday Mayhem last September. And from this moment forward, any match featuring Vajesus and Kyle Cash will be sponsored as a public service by abstinence and birth control.
Wow. Those two are not going to like that remark.
As for today's first show of the official start of Season 3, I'd like to announce that there are a couple of championship matchups. The Internet Championship is on the line, as well as the undefined belt. But your featured main event is a match in which I have a little bit of respect for the three men that are involved. It is a non-title matchup featuring everyone's favorite. He's no longer a newcomer, but the ladies really love him. I'm talking, of course, of your new HWA Hardcore Champion, Jeff Hickman. One person.
Go Hickman!
You saw this, right?
This crowd sucks!
These fans are on drugs. It's not 420!
Go Hickman!
This ain't 420!
Hey, we have a sharing policy. All drugs must be shared with commentators.
Jeff Hickman will be facing off against the former Hardcore Champion, the man who he defended his belt, or the man who took the belt from a BYD, the diehard LOK, the former Hardcore Champion, and the man who is making his return for the first time since getting ripped off by the Streeter Police Department of an internet title shot of his own. The freestyle fighter from Chicago, the Diz, ladies and gentlemen. That is your main event. Triple threat contest. Finally, I have one statement I would like to make directly to a certain individual who is not here in attendance, and there are many, but there is one who is flat out throwing a hatchet down on all of us. I'm referring to Voodoo. Now, I don't like to bring behind-the-scenes stuff out to the open like this, but at the same time, I can't help but say, I told you so. Every single person behind that curtain comes to HWA to wrestle and to entertain these fans and make extra good with the life that they lead outside the ring. Voodoo, your only excuse to come to HWA is to run away from your own real problems in this stuff, to prevent yourself from being a Charlie Manson or a Rod Blagojevich or a Mark David Chapman or anybody that's gotten away with bloody murder. You want to know the only thing emos are warriors for? Licking their own filthy needles or blades after they've ripped their wrists to death. Ouch. You want to know the only sensational thing, the only thing you've ever been dynamic with in your life? Getting dumped repeatedly by Alicia Moore. While you sit back and wrestle with these demons and look for Jody Arias or the Reign of Bobbitt to give you comfort, next time look at yourself in the mirror, knowing that you ain't getting another free pass from here. You are fired.
Big
That
news.
goes for everybody else behind that curtain right now. The good old boys are gone. The punch drunks and the pussies. The ball is in my court. You are all equals in my world. This isn't the time to reflect reckless abandonment. There is no SOS. There will be no SOS. There will be no CCW.
Yeah.
This is a brand new year. This year, you're on your own. You make the effort. You bust your little grapefruits to be here. You are not hanging on anyone's coattails anymore. You either try and you fight like men, or you will never be heard from again. Not in this area, not in Illinois, not anywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new day.
There we go, the State of Union address. For the
State of my union, Paul.
State of my Union address.
We may be best friends, but you better get right.
Alright, just don't pull a knife out on me.
That's a Jane Fonda. 1, 2, 3, 4. Get your booty on the dance floor. Work it out. Shake it, little mama. Let me see you do the thing.
Welcome to Mayhem.
6, 7 now. If you don't know, let me show you how to work it out.
HWA 2013 is here. It will be back.